Stop. Do not scroll past this message. Look at me right now. You did not arrive here by accident. Heaven aligned time itself to bring you to this exact spot. I have very good news just for you. Open your heart to this message before it is too late. Listen to my voice. This is urgent. I am not joking with you. Come closer, my child, and let me speak softly to the part of you that is most tired. You have been running for so long. Your feet are heavy, your spirit is weary, and every morning when you wake up, the weight is already sitting on your chest before you even open your eyes to face the world. You push through the dark day. You smile for everyone around you. You pretend that you are strong. But I know the absolute truth about your pain. You are the silent survivor in your family. You carry the burdens of people who never ask how you are doing. They think you have everything under control, but they do not see you when the lights go out, because that is when you finally let the tears fall into your pillow so nobody can hear your silent cries. You are carrying too much. I see your tired eyes. I know your heart is breaking in silence. You feel completely alone. And even though you are surrounded by noise and faces every single day, you still feel like the most invisible person in the room because nobody truly understands your heavy heart. They only see your mask. You wear it well, but it hurts. You are a secret warrior. You have fought battles that nobody else knows about. You have stood your ground in the middle of the storm. And while the enemy tried to crush your spirit with constant disappointment, you still chose to keep your faith alive even when you had no strength left to stand up. You did not quit. I am so proud of you. Let your shoulders relax right now. Take a deep breath with me. You do not have to hold everything together by yourself anymore. I am stepping into your atmosphere today because the silence you mistook for abandonment is finally about to speak to your soul. I heard your prayers, every single one, even the unspoken ones. Something just shifted in the unseen realm. A divine orchestration is taking place at this very moment. The enemy is terrified. He knows that your season of stagnation is coming to an abrupt end, and that is why he has been attacking your mind with so much sudden anxiety and heavy exhaustion lately. He wants you to blind yourself. Do not let him win. This video is your protective warning. You cannot afford to lose your focus today. The adversary wants you to scroll away into the endless noise. And if you walk away from this moment out of impatience, you may miss the very breakthrough that you have been begging me to send down to your life. Stay right here. Listen closely. I know you are tired of waiting. You have watched others move forward while you felt completely stuck in place. You questioned your own worth. You wondered if you arrived too late to your own destiny. But hear me with the deepest part of your heart, because the delay you experienced was never a punishment from my throne. It was holy protection. I saw you sitting on the edge of your bed last night. Your mind was racing with endless questions. You felt a strange restlessness in your chest. You could not even find the right words to pray anymore, and you simply sat there in the dark while hoping that somehow the heavy fog in your mind would clear away. I was right there with you. I counted every tear. You have a pure heart. You are a natural giver. You have poured your sincere love into hands that did not know how to hold it safely. People have taken your kindness for weakness. They used your gentleness for their own benefit, and then they left you alone to clean up the broken pieces of your own shattered expectations. It left deep wounds. You hide your wounds from the world. You do not want to be a burden to anyone else. You walk around with a smile on your face while your soul is crying out for someone to give you a place to rest. You look at your reflection and you wonder how much longer you can keep pretending. You feel like you are running out of time. But time belongs to me. I am the creator of the seasons. I know exactly when to open the doors. And right now, I am preparing to drop a massive blessing into your life that will make all your years of quiet suffering feel like a distant shadow. The waiting room is closing. Your breakthrough is arriving. Open your spirit to receive it. You are a carefully formed masterpiece. I did not design you to live in constant survival mode. Every single trial you went through was allowed for a greater purpose. And even though you felt like you were breaking into pieces under the intense pressure, you were actually being reshaped into a holy vessel that can carry my glory. You are stronger than you think. I have watched you make sacrifices for others. You gave your last piece of energy to bring comfort to someone else. You stayed up late to listen to their problems. And when you walked back into your own room with empty hands and an exhausted heart, nobody was there to check on your spirit except me. I saw your hidden sacrifice. It matters to me. The world tries to measure your worth by your visible success. People look at your outer appearance and judge your path. They do not know the invisible warfare that you survive every single day. They do not understand the voice that tells you to keep going when your physical body is begging you to lie down and surrender to the pain. But I know your courage. You have felt a deep mending happening inside your soul lately. A quiet whispering is calling you back to my presence. You are starting to realize that the old foundation of your life is cracking for a specific reason. And as the painful endings begin to make sense in your mind, you will see that I am clearing away the clutter to build something permanent. Trust the process. Be still now. Do not let your heart be troubled about tomorrow. The future is already secured in my hands. I have walked ahead of your steps. I have smoothed out the rough paths. And before you even encounter the next obstacle on your journey, I have already provided the solution and the strength that you will need to overcome it completely. You are fully protected. Lean on me. You are an heir to an unshakable kingdom. Your true identity is not defined by your current struggles or financial limitations. You belong to the family of the Most High. And because your life carries an immense purpose that stretches beyond your understanding, the enemy will always try to use your exhaustion to make you forget your divine inheritance. Remind yourself who you are. I am looking at your availability today. I do not require you to be a perfect human being. I only ask for your trembling obedience in this exact moment. And as you put down the heavy bags that you have been carrying across the hot desert for so many years, I will pour my living water directly into your thirsty spirit. You have carried it long enough. Give it to me. You are the light bearer for your generation. Your family has been waiting for someone to break the cycle of fear and limitation. You were chosen for this specific task, and even though the weight of this assignment has made you feel isolated and deeply misunderstood by the people closest to your heart, I am validating your sacred mission today. Your labor is not in vain. Breathe deeply right now. Let the tension leave your neck and shoulders. The loud noise of the world can wait for a few minutes, and as you quiet your mind in my presence during these next few moments, you will begin to feel the chains of old disappointment breaking away from your spirit. Focus entirely on my promise. Your breakthrough is starting now. The good news I have for you today will change everything. It will rewrite the narrative of your struggles. It will reveal the hidden blueprints of my divine protection. Stay with me, because your soul is about to understand why this weight was allowed in your life for so long, and what I am about to release into your hands will shock your expectations. Listen closely. I know the exact weight of the darkness. You sit in the quiet room. You feel the heavy silence. And every single night when the world goes to sleep, you are left alone with the painful thoughts that you try to run away from during the bright day. The shadows feel too big. You feel so small. Your chest feels incredibly tight right now. You try to take a deep breath. The air feels heavy. You have been carrying this invisible pressure for so many months, and you are starting to wonder if your physical body will break under the constant strain of this hidden battle. Your bones feel so tired. You want to rest. I saw you when you walked into the bathroom last night. You turned on the faucet. You wanted the sound of the rushing water to cover the sound of your crying because you did not want anyone else to ask you questions. You pressed your face into a soft towel. You let the tears stream down. Your body shook. You felt a terrible aching in your soul. You asked yourself if anyone truly cared. You wondered if I was even listening to your cries. And in that moment of total isolation, you felt as though you were a forgotten soul who was spinning around in a massive world without a true purpose or a home. The loneliness was blinding, but I want you to know something very important. I was standing right there beside you. I was closer than the cold floor you were sitting on, and while you were quietly breaking into pieces in the dark room, my loving hands were already holding your fragile spirit together with absolute tenderness and care. You were never alone. Pause right here and look at my face. Like this message right now as an act of silent agreement between your heart and mine. Let the entire realm of light witness your step of trust today. This is not for the entertainment of the world, but it is a holy marker of your decision to lean on my strength. Do it now. You are my chosen child. The enemy wants you to believe that your current isolation is a terrible punishment. He tells you that you are broken. He whispers that you are completely useless. But he only targets your life with these heavy lies, because he is absolutely terrified of the great light that is about to burst out of your spirit. You are dangerous to him. You always look out for others. You listen to their problems. You offer them your comfort. And after you spend all your emotional energy to fix their broken lives, you walk back into your own quiet space with empty hands and an aching heart that nobody seems to notice or care about. You are the silent survivor. I see you. I see the knot in your stomach. It tightens when you think about your future. You feel a strange panic. You wonder how you will pay the bills or heal your broken relationships. You try to plan every single detail in your head, but the endless calculations only make you feel more confused and exhausted than before. You cannot fix it alone. Let go of the heavy control. You do not have to engineer your own deliverance. I am the God who splits the deep sea open for my people. And just like I guided the ancient paths of those who trusted my name in the old days, I am currently organizing the exact steps that will lead you out of this dark valley. The rescue is planned. You have been fighting in the dark. Nobody sees your internal wars. They see your quiet compliance. They think you are peaceful because you do not complain about your heavy lot. But I have recorded every single time you chose to forgive someone who never said sorry to your face, and I know your heart is pure. People have judged your quiet spirit. They call you distant or cold. They do not know the deep wounds you are trying to protect from further harm. You have been hurt by the very hands that promised to hold your love safely, and that is why you built a high wall around your tender emotions to keep the pain away. I understand your wall, but you do not need to hide from my gaze. My love is a safe refuge. It will not demand anything from your empty hands. And as you allow my holy presence to wash over your weary mind right now, you will feel the thick ice around your heart begin to melt away under the warmth of my eternal affection. I love you as you are. I watched you when you wanted to give up completely last week. You sat in your car. You stared at the steering wheel. The pressure from your daily responsibilities felt like a crushing mountain that you could no longer carry on your small shoulders. And you quietly asked me to take the heavy burden away from your life. I heard that whisper. I did not rebuke your weakness. I did not call you a failure. I sent my unseen angels to guard your atmosphere while you were weeping in silence. And even though you could not feel my hand on your head during that painful moment, I was infusing your soul with a hidden strength that allowed you to wake up the next morning. You survived it. The worst part of the storm is over. You have reached the very bottom of the valley. The night has been long, but the morning light is already starting to break through the thick canopy of your fears, because I have authorized a massive shift that will turn your quiet weeping into a glorious testimony for many to see. Your story is changing. You have waited for a very long time. You saw others receive their blessings. You cheered for their success. You kept your jealousy inside while wondering when your own turn would finally arrive on the calendar of heaven. You felt like a forgotten spectator in a world that was constantly moving forward without you. It felt so unfair, but you were never a spectator to me. You were my hidden project. I kept you in the secret place because I was doing a deep work inside your character that could not be rushed by human expectations. I was weeding out the old roots of self-reliance, and I was preparing your spirit to hold a weight of glory that would shock your enemies. I am the God who sees you in the secret wilderness. I know your name. I know your thoughts. I have never looked away from your struggles for a single second. And while you felt completely abandoned by the people who should have protected your heart, my wings of safety were always spread over your life to shield you from the real danger. The enemy wanted to destroy your destiny before you could even realize your true worth. He threw his sharpest arrows at your mind. He targeted your self-esteem. But every single weapon that was formed against your life failed to prosper because my grace was acting as an invisible shield around your precious spirit. You are still standing today. Look inside your chest right now. Do you feel that sudden warmth behind your sternum? Do you notice that quiet stirring? That is my holy signature. It is the tangible proof that my spirit is actively moving through your life today. Do not let your human logic talk you out of this beautiful sensation. It is real. Listen to the rhythm of my voice. The world is full of loud distractions. It wants to steal your peace. It wants to drag your mind back into the chaotic cycle of worry and fear. But I am commanding you to be still right now so that you can hear the deep mysteries that I am about to unlock for your future path. Stay locked in. Your current delay is coming to an end. The heavy chains are loosening. The fog is lifting. And as we move into the next part of this divine message, your soul is going to experience a brilliant illumination that will completely redefine every single tear you have ever shed in the dark. The truth will make you free. Listen closely. I need you to understand something deeply about your journey. You have looked at your life with a heavy heart. You called your delays a terrible failure, and while you were watching everyone else move ahead into their success, you quietly wondered if I had forgotten my promises to you. But let me reveal the absolute truth behind the silence. What you perceived as a closed door was actually my tight shield over your soul. I saw you try to force those locked doors open with your own bare hands. You scraped your fingers. You bruised your spirit. And every single time you faced another harsh rejection from the world, you sat on the cold floor and asked me why I was holding you back from your great dreams. You did not see the hidden traps. You did not know the secret dangers. Let me tell you about a young man from the ancient days. I placed a beautiful dream inside his innocent mind. He was faithful to his family. He was pure in his thoughts. And yet I allowed his own jealous brothers to throw him into a dark cistern in the middle of the quiet desert. He did not understand the painful betrayal. He felt completely abandoned. He cried out in the heavy silence of that cold pit. He wondered why his good deeds were met with such deep hatred from his own blood. He thought that I had completely forgotten his life, but I was not absent from his suffering. I was standing in the dark cistern with him because my presence never leaves my chosen ones in the valley. He was sold into slavery. He was thrown into a dark prison for 13 long years. He did nothing wrong. He served others with excellence. And during those quiet years of total isolation, he had to trust in a silence that felt like complete abandonment by heaven. But that prison was not his grave. It was his preparation room. I was building something great beneath the surface of his character. No earthly palace could have trained his soul for the massive destiny ahead of his life. My child, the pit you are sitting in right now is identical to his story. Do not let the dense darkness convince you that I dropped your dream. I am holding it safely. I saw you when you were pushed down by people you trusted completely. I saw you when you did everything right but still received the blame. And I watched you maintain your integrity in the middle of that toxic environment, while your soul was quietly breaking into tiny pieces. I was there. I recorded every single unfair moment. I delayed your steps because I was shielding your fragile heart from toxic rooms you were not ready to enter. I kept you away from people who were completely unable to carry your deep love safely. They would have crushed your spirit. They would have destroyed your destiny before it could even begin to bloom in the world. Your current delay is a holy protection from unseen traps that the enemy placed on your path. It is not a denial of your prayers. It is the slow pruning of the dead branches in your life. The pruning hurts your emotions. It feels like a terrible loss, but it is the only way to make room for the massive harvest that is coming. The tears I witnessed in your quiet room are now the seeds of what I am about to harvest for your future. Listen carefully to my words. You have heard me whisper peace over your deepest pain for a long time. Now hear me declare your total freedom with absolute authority and cosmic power. The season is shifting today. Hear me, my child. The heavy season that has exhausted your spirit is closing right now. It is not closing gradually. It is shutting its gates today. And what is coming behind this dark chapter is a complete reversal of your struggles because I am stripping the authority of every single voice that told you your dreams had expired. Your waiting season has served its divine purpose. You have been tested in the hot furnace of affliction. The man who is walking out of this long desert is the only person who can carry the immense weight of glory that I am placing on your shoulders. You are not behind. Your formation is fully complete. Stand up straight. I am doing something entirely new in your life today. The old foundations are cracking because they were too small for your future. I am changing the entire structure of your reality, and I am not doing this to destroy your happiness, but I am doing it to rebuild your life on an unshakable rock that no storm can ever move. The enemy targeted your life because your light is rising in the dark world. He saw your chosen identity. He recognized your destiny, and he threw his absolute best weapons of fear and intimidation at your mind because he wanted you to surrender before the victory. But his weapons have lost their power over your future. The door that has been locked tightly against your progress is trembling right now at my command. I am not asking permission from your critics to bless your life. I am simply unlocking the gates. What was sealed by human hands is being unsealed by my spirit today. No human being can shut what I open for your path. Your pain was not a punishment. It was your holy qualification for leadership. The exhaustion you have known has given you a deep compassion that cannot be manufactured by books. The battles you fought in secret have given you an immense authority in prayer. You are uniquely equipped for the next assignment. I am going to restore every single year that the locusts have eaten from your life. I will return the joy that you lost while you were cleaning up the mess of other people. I will multiply your peace. I will expand your territory, and everyone who watched you suffer in silence will look up in total wonder. Do not look back at your past with regret. Do not mourn the opportunities that you think you lost in the desert. I was intentionally keeping you hidden from the spotlight so that you could grow your roots deep into my truth. You needed the hidden time. You needed the silence to build your character. The silence is finally over. My voice is bringing absolute clarity to your confused mind today. You will no longer walk in the heavy fog of uncertainty, and as you lift your eyes to my face during this special hour, you will realize that every single delay was a masterpiece of my divine planning for your protection. You are my precious masterpiece. I have carved your name on the palms of my hands. I have counted every hair on your head, and because my love for your life is completely eternal, I will never allow a single trial to break your spirit beyond repair. I am always near you. I am your safe refuge. Lean on me. Let the weak say that they are strong today. Let the poor say that they are rich in my grace. The limitations of your earthly background have no power over the riches of my kingdom. You are stepping into a realm of supernatural supply where your daily needs are fully met before you even ask for help. The atmosphere is heavy with my presence right now. The chains of generational limitation are snapping into pieces. You are the one I chose to break the pattern of lack in your family line. You said yes to my voice when nobody was watching your sacrifice. Now I will reward your faithfulness in the open light. You have carried the heavy load for too long. You have allowed worry to consume your thoughts. But today I am demanding you to drop those heavy bags at my feet, because I am about to release a stream of living water into your dry spirit. The dryness is over. The new season is beginning right now. Get ready for the great revelation. The good news is right in front of your eyes. Now, look closely at the door I am about to unlock before your very eyes. Do not let your focus waver for a single moment, because what I am about to say next will completely change the direction of your entire life. Listen closely. The hour of your vindication has finally arrived. This is the exact moment you have been crying out for in the dark. I am releasing a tidal wave of breakthrough into your life today, and what I am about to place in your hands will erase every single year of your past misery. The waiting room is officially closed. Hear me with your whole spirit, because the delay you lived under has served its purpose. I am declaring over you right now that the pattern of constant struggle ends here. The ceiling your family lived under for generations is breaking into tiny pieces at my command, and you are stepping into absolute freedom. Stand up right now. That strange restlessness you felt in your chest lately was not confusion or random anxiety. It was your spirit preparing to cross a holy threshold. The unseen realm has finished its shift, and the very ground under your feet is moving to make room for your massive harvest. You are ready. The enemy tried to create a terrible illusion of defeat in your thoughts. He wanted you to walk away from this video before you could receive this blessing, because he knows that today, I am stripping him of all his authority over your future destiny. I delayed this good news to keep you safe from his secret traps. You have been fighting a quiet warfare for too long, but today your victory is secured. I am opening massive doors of financial provision that no human hand can ever lock against you. The people who laughed at your silent struggles will watch you rise in total wonder, and they will know that I am your true defender. Trust my word, my beloved child. I am turning your bitter tears into precious seeds of joy. You have walked through the burning fire of affliction with a pure heart, and you never allowed bitterness to corrupt your gentle spirit, even when everything went completely wrong around you. Your faithfulness in the dark has touched my heart deeply. The waiting season has officially ended. Receive your restoration right now. I am pouring my heavenly oil over your tired head to heal your deepest emotional wounds. The trauma of your past failures is dissolving under the warmth of my infinite grace, and you will never have to beg for crumbs from the tables of the world. I have authorized a complete reversal of your situation. What looked like a final tomb was actually a holy womb, where your true identity was being formed with precision. You are no longer the victim of your circumstances because I have anointed you to be a powerful ruler over your fears. The harvest is beginning today. The cycle of lack is completely broken. The old chains that bound your parents and your grandparents will have no power over your children. You are the light bearer who stepped out of the old patterns. And because you obeyed my voice in the secret wilderness, I will make your name a beautiful refuge for many lost souls. You do not have to fight these heavy battles with your own empty strength anymore. The warfare belongs to me. I have already defeated the forces of darkness that were trying to block your path, and all that remains for you today is to step forward into the marvelous light of my presence. The victory is already yours. Take a deep breath. Let your mind stop racing for just 1 second. Look at me, right now. Pause where you are and lift your eyes to my face. I am speaking with urgent purpose. Drop the heavy baggage you have been carrying across the desert. Let your shoulders relax completely under my care. Close your eyes gently. Feel the peaceful stillness of this holy moment. I want you to release every single worry about your tomorrow into my sovereign hands. I am wrapping my wings of protection around your fragile soul, and I am breathing new life into your exhausted body right now. Receive this peace. I bless your thoughts with total clarity. I bless your heart with absolute calm. No weapon of fear will prosper against your mind tonight because my presence is acting as a thick wall of fire around your life. You are perfectly secure in my love, and you can rest your spirit without any panic or heavy dread. The heavy fog is vanishing from your sight. You can see the path clearly now. I have prepared your provision ahead of your steps, and before you even encounter the next obstacle on your journey, the solution will already be waiting for you. You do not have to struggle alone anymore. I am your true provider. This is your divine breakthrough. The angels of heaven are rejoicing over your deliverance right now. The long night of your quiet weeping has finally passed away, and you are stepping into a glorious dawn where my goodness will follow you every single day of your future. Your mourning is turned into a beautiful dance. You thought you were breaking into pieces under the intense pressure of the storm, but I was actually cutting away the chains of your old limitations. The process was deeply painful for your emotions. You felt completely abandoned in the dark furnace. But look at yourself today. You are a pure vessel of my eternal glory. I have protected your precious soul through the silent storms of life. Now, the long season of waiting is officially over. I am opening the grand doors to your breakthrough. If this message has brought a holy light to your weary heart, and you wish to honor this divine alignment, you can show your support through super thanks. It is not a commercial transaction or a hard obligation. It is simply a holy seed of gratitude from your heart. Be at absolute peace, my chosen child. Your earthly investment is fully secured and protected by my grace, and I will multiply your provision 100 times over because you chose to honor my voice today. The heavy atmosphere of your room is changing right now. The spirit of heavy depression is packing its bags to leave your house forever because my glory has filled your space. You can lift up your hands as a sign of complete surrender to my holy will, and you will feel an immediate lightness flowing through your physical body. Think about the painful rejections that used to break your heart. Those people who walked away from your life were intentionally removed by my hands because they were meant to be a part of your past, not your future destiny. I cleared the room so that I could sit down next to your soul and give you my undivided attention. I saw you when you were pushed down. I saw you when you kept going. I saw you when you smiled through the heavy tears. And every single time you chose to trust my name in the middle of the absolute chaos, your simple faith was recorded in the books of heaven as a grand monument of courage. You are my true champion. I am washing away the memory of the cold nights when you sat alone in the dark. I am clearing the heavy pressure from your chest. I am removing the sharp pain from your tight shoulders. The accumulated weight of your family burdens is dissolving right now under the powerful touch of my restorative grace. You are completely clean. Take another slow breath and anchor this divine peace inside your spirit. The loud noise of the outside world has no power over the quiet sanctuary we built together today. Take a deep breath. The battle in silence ends here. Let me tell you your next holy step as we enter the beautiful sanctuary of your final resolution. Listen closely. Breathe in the morning light of my grace. The heavy storm has passed away from your horizon. The quiet stillness of my presence is filling every corner of your mind right now, and you can let your heart rest completely because the long battle is over. You survived the dark valley, and you are finally home. You are no longer the one who must survive alone in the dark. I am raising you up to be a brilliant beacon of peace for a broken world. You are a carefully formed masterpiece of my divine design. The old limitations of your past have lost their power over your destiny, and you are finally walking into a spacious place of true freedom. You are an heir to an unshakable kingdom. Do not look back at your past struggles with a spirit of regret or heavy shame. I have cleaned your garments from the dust of the hot desert, and I have placed a holy crown of purpose upon your head. The enemy can no longer steal your inheritance because my word protects your life. What I have spoken over your life today is a permanent seal of protection. The good news is already flowing into your daily reality. Do not let the loud noise of the outside world steal this beautiful tranquility from your spirit. You must anchor this blessing inside your soul, because one act of obedience will unlock your entire future. Write Amen in the comments section right now to anchor your absolute agreement with my word. This is not a simple word on a digital screen. It is a holy decree in the unseen realm that confirms your absolute trust in my divine timing, and it breaks the legal right of fear in your thoughts. Let the angels witness your statement of faith today. Do it with a pure heart. When you type that sacred word, you are letting go of your old worries. You are transferring your heavy burdens into my sovereign care. The power of old disappointments is breaking away from your thoughts in this exact hour, and your soul is stepping into a clean alignment with my perfect will. Experience the lightness. Let the sound of your agreement echo through the halls of heaven. You are making a powerful declaration that fear has no right to dwell in your mind anymore. My spirit is sealing your words with absolute authority. Your home is now a sacred sanctuary of joy, because the cycle of confusion is broken into tiny fragments. Now look around your life. Weary souls are crying out for hope in the dark. I am commanding you to share this sacred message with 3 people who need my comfort today. Frame this action as a holy mission of love, because you are my true hands and my feet in this world. Do not keep the light to yourself. When you extend this light to others, you are fulfilling your true identity as a light bearer. You are breaking the dense chains of isolation in their lives. The blessings you pour into their empty hands will return to your own life 100 times over, and you will see my goodness arrive in unexpected ways. Do not let selfishness hold you back from this small act of faith. A simple gesture of love can rescue a drowning soul from the abyss of total despair. You were blessed today so that you can become a great blessing to others, and when you open the windows of heaven over your life, my grace will flow through you freely. The journey ahead of your life requires a daily connection with my voice. Subscribe to this channel right now. This is your regular sanctuary of wisdom. You must turn on the notification bell to stay locked into my daily guidance, because the adversary will always try to distract your mind when you walk away from my presence. When you remain connected to this source, you are building a strong wall against the distractions of the world. My words will clear the thick fog from your mind every single morning. You will walk with a straight posture, because your steps are ordered by my infinite wisdom, and no human obstacle can block your path. Do not let your focus fade away into the endless media feed. The adversary wants you to forget the powerful warmth you felt during this special message. By joining this community of faith, you are planting your feet on solid ground, and you are choosing to surround your mind with my pure truth every single day. You have performed your acts of obedience with a beautiful spirit. I see your willingness. I acknowledge your faith. Take another deep breath and let the quiet joy expand inside your chest. The transaction of grace is complete, and you have traded your heavy ash for a beautiful garment of praise today. Come closer now, my beloved child, and receive my final blessing of peace. I cover your going out and your coming in from this day forward. The financial provision you need is already traveling toward your house, and the broken relationships in your family are receiving a quiet healing from my gentle spirit right now. No weapon of sickness or sudden lack will prosper against your home. I have placed a thick shield of fire around your walls. Your children will grow up under the shadow of my protective wings, and they will inherit a clean legacy of abundance because you chose to break the old patterns today. You are blessed. When you lie down to sleep tonight, the heavy panic will be completely gone. I will give you sweet rest and beautiful dreams of your destiny. My angels will guard your breathing through the dark hours, because I am always awake, and I am actively working ahead of your steps to secure your path. Sleep in perfect security. You are the secret warrior who survived the long winter. The spring season has arrived in your atmosphere with great power. Your life carries an immense significance that will touch many generations, and you must never forget the moment when my voice stopped your scrolling to rewrite the narrative of your pain. You are chosen. I am with you always. I will never leave your side for a single breath. My love is an everlasting fountain that will never run dry for your thirsty soul. When the days become busy and loud, simply pause for 1 minute and remember the quiet warmth behind your sternum, because that is my permanent signature on your heart. The old chapters of constant disappointment are buried in the deep sea. A clean slate is sitting before your eyes today. Walk forward with a light heart and an empowered mind, because you are fully equipped to overcome every earthly challenge, while the Creator of all things walks right beside you. Be strong. Your physical body is receiving a deep restoration right now. The constant exhaustion in your bones is being replaced by supernatural energy. I am clearing away the heavy toxins of old stress from your nervous system, and you will wake up tomorrow morning with a clear vision and a steady heartbeat. My strength is your portion. Every financial door that was closed by your critics is being unlocked today. I am aligning unexpected streams of income to support your sacred mission in this world. You will not have to borrow from others because your storehouse will be filled with my absolute overflow, so you can walk in total financial peace. Your mind is no longer a playground for the spirit of fear. I have given you a sound mind full of power and divine love. When the old lies try to whisper in your ears, you must speak my promises out loud to shatter their authority, because you are more than a conqueror through my eternal grace. Walk in your true authority. Let my peace settle into the deepest chambers of your soul. The noise of the world is fading away into total insignificance. You are resting inside the secret place of the Most High, and my presence will remain your permanent home through every single storm of your earthly life. Relax your mind. Breathe, my love. I am with you always, even until the end of time.